Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. And before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my post notifications, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is going to be my January reading wrap-up. The first month of the year is done. I read 6 books. I was hoping to read more, but 6 is still a pretty good number. And out of those 6 books, 3 of them I read physically, 3 of them I read via ebook, and it came out to 2,635 pages. So let's just get into what the books were, what I rated them, and yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to go in order of how I read them from the start of the month to the end of the month. The first book I read was Pucked by Helena Hunting. This one I gave 3.5 stars. This is a hockey romance, and I enjoyed the plot and enjoyed the characters, but there was quite a bit of cringy scenes and lines that I just, no. I have a reading vlog where I read this book. It's my Unstuff Your Kindle vlog, and I will try and remember to leave a link down below, but if not, it is my Unstuff Your Kindle vlog. And I read this book and the next one I'm going to talk about for that vlog. And yeah, this one is about our main female character, and her stepbrother is on a hockey team, and she ends up hooking up with one of his teammates, and things go from there. I really enjoyed this one, except for the cringy scenes. So I give some examples in that video of the stuff I'm meaning when I say cringy. And so if you don't think that that's cringy, or you can get past that, I definitely recommend the book. But those scenes lowered my rating by quite a bit. Next, I read An Arc of Any Trope But You by Victoria Levine. This one I gave 5 stars. I adored it. This comes out April 1st, and I read this through NetGalley. And this book follows our main female character. She is a romance author, but she secretly has a document full of all the realistic endings of all her book couples, where they end in divorce or cheating or things like that. And that gets leaked to the public. So she gets canceled. And so she goes to Alaska to this lodge that her sister books her the trip to. And there's no internet, no nothing. It is in the middle of nowhere. And she meets a guy there, and she gets letters from her sister for doing things outside her comfort zone. He was told by the sister to give her each letter once she's completed something out of her comfort zone. And it is emotional. It is heartfelt. There are some very heavy and emotional scenes, but I love this book so much. I highly recommend checking it out. It comes out April 1st, and I loved it. The next book I read was Consider Me by Beck and Back. This is book 1 in the Playing for Keeps series. It is a hockey romance, and this one follows our main male character. He is trying to get our main female character into his bed. He sees her I think they were at a bar, and he sees her and he wants her. And she keeps telling him no. But he is persistent. He is determined to get her to sleep with him. And then eventually he starts saying okay, we can go for breakfast in the morning. Or eventually he wants to be with her in a relationship and not just for sex. And they eventually obviously get together, and it is very enjoyable. I really like the characters. Our main female character is incredible, but I also really like our main male character. He is rich, so when she goes to his house, it's massive, and they talk about how many fireplaces he has, and I forget how many, but there's a lot. And I really enjoyed this book, and it takes place in Vancouver, British Columbia, so a place I'm familiar with. And I really like any book that's set in Canada. I love reading about them, so this one was very interesting, especially British Columbia, because you don't see that as much. I mean, I'm starting to notice a lot of books take place in British Columbia. And I gave that book 5 stars. I don't think I said that. I gave it 5 stars. And the next book I read was Daydream by Hannah Grace. And this is the 3rd book in the Maple Hill series. This is a college hockey romance. Our main male character is the captain of the hockey team, and our main female character is a very academic, and she runs a book club. She wants to write a novel, and they meet and they become friends. He is so loyal, and he is a golden retriever and cinnamon roll hero. I love him so, so much, and their friendship is incredible, and slowly it develops into more. And it also has the virgin trope. She is a virgin, and I really adored this book so much. I'm not sure if it's my favorite in the series. I'm stuck between that and Icebreaker, which is the 1st book. Not sure which is my favorite, but I loved it so much. And the next book I read was The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins. This is a YA dystopian sci-fi. It is the prequel to the Hunger Games trilogy, which, if you didn't know, The Hunger Games is my favorite book series of all time. And this one is nothing like, well, not nothing, but it's not The Hunger Games. I gave this one 4 stars. I still enjoyed it, but it's not The Hunger Games. And I found it interesting and kind of odd to read about a book where the main character is so evil. And in this one, you are following Snow, President Snow, but when he is younger and when he is a mentor to someone in the games. And it's just strange following him, but you get more backstory on him. And I don't know. And Lucy, who is the tribute that he is the mentor to, she isn't that great either, in my opinion. So it was strange following characters you're not rooting for. But I had a good time. I gave it 4 stars. And if you've read The Hunger Games, I definitely recommend checking it out. It's not going to be as good, probably, in your opinion. But it is still enjoyable. And I think that if you love The Hunger Games, you'll still enjoy it. And the last book I read in the month of January was Burning Ember by Darby Breyer. This is an arc. It came out in like 2015, I think. But it is being re-released. I got this arc through Grace Promotions, and I give this one 4 stars. This follows our main female character. She was in an abusive relationship, so she burned down the guy's house to escape, and so she has been homeless and on the run from the cops for a while, and then she stumbles upon this motorcycle club, and the head, like the leader of the motorcycle club, like is instantly like treats her poorly and doesn't want her there. But she is determined to prove that she does not back down from him trying to do different things to push her away and get her to leave. But it is their relationship. This book has heavy topics. It is very depressing, and it's very emotional. Definitely check trigger warnings. And I did overall enjoy this book. The beginning was just hard to read, but as it went on, it got actually quite enjoyable, and I did enjoy it. I really like our main female character. Our main male character, I truly did not like him one bit in the beginning and the first half of the book. But then he started to grow on me a bit, but there were still a lot of red flags. But those are the books I read in January. Let me know what your favorite read of January was. Or if you don't feel like commenting that, you can leave me how about a strawberry emoji? And before you go, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.